Hey, good evening, fans, and welcome to the 2022 NDBA playoffs. We're live this weekend from Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. Thank you for joining us tonight. There's our quarterfinal game between the Fort Erie Cannons and the Niagara Falls Expos. Cannons will be the home team tonight, so we'll give you the starting lineup for the Niagara Falls Expos on your screen there now. So kicking things off with 77, Vito Scaringi at second base tonight, followed by Nick Lampman in center. Cody Lindone does the catching tonight. Nick Cook mans the hot corner at third base. TC Murray is the extra hitter, followed by Josh Thorpe at first. Garrett Fisher will be DHing tonight. Friend of the show, Jason Antoniak in right field, followed by Joe Scaringi there, not G Scaringi, Joe Scaringi at shortstop, and rounding things off with Mitch Grieco in left. Jason Baldinelli will pitch tonight for the Falls. We're looking at Randy Craniac on the hill there for the Cannons, and we're just about underway here from Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. Before we get set, I want to remind you that this weekend is brought to you by the Welland Jackfish Baseball Club. 2022 NDBA Senior Championship live stream is presented by the Welland Jackfish. Get hooked with the Niagara Summers team by visiting thewellandjackfish.com. Learn about 2023 season tickets. Welland Jackfish, fans first, fun always. And we thank them for their sponsorship this weekend. They made it all possible. Once again, thank you for joining us. Feel free to chat, talking in the comments all weekends, all things NDBA. We're also giving away a $25 gift card to Stevensville Bat Company today. And we're just about set. Kick things off with Vito Scaringi. And first pitch is down and in for a ball. We're officially into the final four. Expos, Cannons, Alliance, and Thorns are all that remain. And there's a strike. So Craniac, if you're not familiar, on the hill for the Cannons tonight. Been all the way around the league. Former Pirate, former Chief, former Expo. And now with the Fort Erie Cannons, and a big cut there from Vito. 1-2. Craniac sets, and here's the pitch. Chases him inside, 2-2. And the sign from Fernandez is in. Craniac delivers. That one bends but doesn't break, and the count is full. Here's the payoff pitch. Pops straight up. This one's going to get back and out of play. Heads up in the stands over there. So we'll redo the 3-2. Vito stands in. Craniac sets. And the pitch. And he cuts that one foul. Vito really battling through this one. So the fourth game featured for the Expos this weekend. They're 3-0 so far. They've made it all the way to Championship Sunday here. Of course, it's no longer Championship Sunday. We'll touch on that later. Vito pops straight up. This is playable. And it's made there by Josh Jackson at third base. One down. So next up, we got the center fielder, Nick Lampman. Lampman in his first season with the Expos. 339. And he cranks that one up the middle, a base hit. So the Expos waste no time getting men aboard. And now we turn it over to the heart of the order, always dangerous, Cody Lindone, the catcher, at the dish now. Lindone 364 in the regular season. Just 3 RBI, only 4 games played for Lindone this year. He's been busy coaching. But he's always a powerful bat in that Expos lineup. And he looks here. He's got 1 down and a man on. Takes a pitch away, ball 1. Craniac looks in. And the pitch. On the ground, foul. So left to right for the Cannons defensively, you've got Josh Jackson over there at third base. Spencer Edwards is the shortstop tonight, number 8. Then at second base, we got Chris Hodges, usual shortstop for the Cannons, but he's moved over to the right side tonight. It'll be Gary Mores over there at first. That one's away. 2-1. And then in the outfield, left to right is Williams, Frankie Biggins, and Jeff Bruno. So there's no easy hits out there tonight. That one just missing outside. 3-1. This one popped up. Biggins has a beat on it, and he's going to have a play. 2 down. So thanks for joining us tonight. A lot of buzz around this weekend. Been having a great time so far. 4 games yesterday, 1 game Friday night. We're planning to give you 2 games today, but we're only able to bring you the 1, and that's got some implications. We'll go over that later. So now here's Nick Cook. Brilliant weekend for Cookie. He takes the first pitch into right field. That's going to be a tough play. And making it there is Hodges. Great range from the usual shortstop, converted to second base tonight. And that'll end the inning. So the Expos get a hit from Nick Lampman, but can't cash him in. Still bagels as we go to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back. So as Jason Baldinelli gets ready to is warming up there, we'll get you set with the starting lineup for the Fort Erie Cannons tonight. Brought to you by Back Row Barbecue Company. Back Row Barbecue Company, doing wings and things in scenic Port Colborne. Visit their website at backroadbarbecuecompany.com. So we'll hit you now with the starting lineup. This is leading things off will be number 6, Chris Hodges. Again, he's moved to the right side tonight, playing second. Spencer Edwards takes over shortstop duties and bats number 2. Zach Fernandez, MVP candidate Zach Fernandez, behind the plate tonight, bats third. Gary Morez in the cleanup spot is at first. Jeff Bruno is in right, batting number 5, followed by Pat Giampaolo, the designated hitter. Eddie Kenny doing extra hitter work tonight. Josh Jackson back at third base after taking a ball off the mouth last night. He seems no worse for wear. He's in the lineup today. John Williams in left. That's 9th. And then we'll round things out with Frankie Biggins. And we saw Randy Craniac in the top half of the inning cut down the Expos pretty quickly. So there's Jason Baldinelli on the hill today. Cody Lindone will do the catching for him tonight. In this game, very important. Loser goes home. There's only 4 teams left. And we got a comment coming in. Lucas Cummings says, not a candidate. Absolutely. I believe Zach Fernandez is the MVP. We're still getting votes coming in. Of course, we're voting by committee this year for awards, so there'll be absolutely no scrutinizing this year. And if you stick with us through the next week, we will have those awards handed out at ndbasenior.com. So first pitch fouled back by Chris Hodges. Up and down season for Chris Hodges this year, batting .231 in 14 games, 22 at-bats. Of course, as is the case with a lot of these cannons, it's hard to get a rhythm going. Up and down the order, I see maybe 4 regular players in their lineup. A lot of bench work for them this year, but it's paid off. Got a top 3 spot this year. And the future looks bright over there. Especially bright in their brand new white jerseys. This one popped up. To the right side for Hodges. Antoniak waiting underneath it. And he makes the play. 1 down. That'll bring up Spencer Edwards. 3rd year Cannon. He's got wheels and he's in the shortstop position tonight. Fouls the first pitch back. Ooh, can't see home plate because of score banner. Okay, we'll try to fix that in the break, all right? And the scoreboard is just absent today, Freddie. Can try to get that going between innings, but I don't see it happening at this point. That one's fouled away. So it's 2 strikes on Spencer Edwards. Baldanelli sets in the pitch. And he plunks him. Edwards barely moved. He was going to wear that one all day. As he makes his way down to first base. So, a man on and a man out now for Zach Fernandez. Fernandez with an incredible season this year. I think he got the attention of the whole league if he didn't already have it. Of course, we go back to that 8 home run game at Oaks Park, and that one's flied well struck into left field, but foul. Fernandez did that last night too. Struck a foul ball right out of Oaks Park. So it's 0-1 to Fernandez, Baldanelli, and the pitch. Going is Edwards. The throw from Lindone is not in time. Safe at second base is Spencer Edwards, a stolen base. And now he's in scoring position. And you know Fernandez is going to do something with the ball here. But he is facing the crafty vet, Baldanelli. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One thing Fernandez does well in the box is he stays very compact. Always thinking about where his hands are in relation to the ball. And he puts good wood on the bat there, but that one's to straightaway center. Nick Lampman is there. 2 down. So standing in now, Gary Moraes. Gary with a huge 2-run home run last night in a game with the Rose City Thorns. That one ended up not mattering as the Cannons dropped that one 6-3. Let's see what he's got here. And he takes strike 1. Baldanelli's going to attack that strike zone. He's got very good command on the mound. And he looks in here at Gary Moraes, up 0-1. That one's on the ground, soft. Nick Cook charging on. Plenty of time to throw out Moraes, and he does. And that'll end the inning. So Spencer Edwards singles and steals, but the Cannons leave him aboard. Still no score as we head to the top of the second inning. We'll be right back, and hopefully we'll fix that camera angle for you guys. Hey, welcome back. Now let's see, hopefully we fixed that for you there. There, beautiful. We're able to see the whole field now, home plate and all. Top of the second inning, still no score between the Expos and Cannons, and it's TC Murray leading things off, strike one. Randy Craniac on the hill today for the Fort Erie Cannons. We're still answering all your NDBA related questions. Just drop them into the comments. Love to get the conversation going. Later on in the program, find out how you can win a $25 Stevensville Bat Company gift card. Be giving that away later in the show, so stick with us. 1-1 to Murray. That one's way upstairs, 2-1. Cranick, one of the few pitchers in this league that can still throw a knuckleball and do it effectively. That one's swatted by Murray towards the Cannons dugout. 2-2. Murray did a bomb yesterday as well. That was a 3-run home run in their game against the senior baseball team. The game that pushed them to this game here. Championship Sunday. Got more comments rolling in. This one on the ground. Spencer Edwards strong arms it across the diamond. One away. All right, comments rolling in here. Mason Kenny says, when is the finals? All right, I'm glad you brought that up, Mason. Let's go over that now. So we're talking about what happens now that the NDBA tournament has been delayed. We were supposed to play later in the week. It's going to be the finals, best 2 out of 3, with whoever comes out of this weekend in the Thorns. But now, so this is Josh Thorpe now for the Expos. Just give me a second here, Mason. We'll figure this one out together. So there's the pitch. It's on the ground. Chris Hodges to his left. And he fires out Josh Thorpe. 2 down. All right, Mason, let's take a quick look here. So to answer your question, this is what originally the playoff round was supposed to look like today. The quarterfinal was supposed to take place at 4 a.m. here at Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. That one was delayed and has been pushed to the 7 o'clock. So now the semifinal is TBD. The championship final is TBD. But if you follow us on any of our social medias, we'll keep you updated as to when the finals will be. This one poked into center field, and that'll get down, a base hit. So Garrett Fisher with a 2-out single keeps the chains moving. And brings us to Jason Antoniak. Antoniak was on the program yesterday for our 1 o'clock game. Friend of the show. Always insightful. I think he called 2 or 3 singles right on the very next pitch. This one's popped straight up. Hodges ranging, but over there, Frankie Biggins, he makes the play. And that's the inning. That's Jeff Bruno over there and right. So the Expos go down. It's a single from Garrett Fisher, but that's all they get. Still no score as we head to the bottom of the second inning. It's Bruno, Gianpaolo, Kenny due up for the Cannons. Stick with us. Hey, welcome back. Bottom of the second inning. And it's Jeff Bruno leading things off for the Fort Erie Cannons. Bruno stands in .351 in the regular season, 57 at bats, 21 RBIs in the upper echelon of the league. And he faces Jason Baldinelli here to kick off the bottom of the second, take strike one. Kaylee Zolotti says, let's go, Expos, let's go. So Expos have fans watching with us tonight. This one popped up. Bruno slams his bat in frustration. And it's coming on there is Mitch Grieco to make the play. Quickly one away. So that brings us now to Pat Giampaolo. Probably the hottest hitter in the league down the stretch. Multiple mentions on the 3-star segment at ndbasenior.com. And we're cruising here in the bottom of the second. Still no score. Randy Craniac versus Jason Baldanelli. This one on the ground. Joe Scaringi across the diamond in time. 2 down. I've all just tossed into left field there. Scaringi able to make the play, but misses around the horn. Kaylee will be happy to know, too, that Freddie got his gift card just fine, so enjoy your back row barbecue gift card. That's a great little spot down there in Port Colborne. Baldanelli missing outside there. This is Eddie Kenny. Been welcomed back to the Fort Erie Cannons dugout this year after a brief hiatus. And that one's a strike. 1-1. And here's the pitch from Baldanelli. That one's fouled back from Kenny. 1-2. So Baldanelli sets. And the 1-2 in there for strike 3. Gets him looking. First clean inning of this ball game. Baldanelli cuts down Eddie Kenny. Still no score as we head to the top of the third. Stick with us through the break. Hey, welcome back, fans. Top of the third inning now. And we'll kick things off with Joe Scaringi at the dish. Scaringi having a good weekend here during the NDBA playoff weekend. New comment coming in here from Evan Baglieri saying that a boy, Baldy, referring to the strikeout there. As we see a base hit from Joe Scaringi into right field. The Expos have one aboard. Here in the top of the third, quickly. I'm looking to strike first. Also touching on that, Evan, we missed the boys miss you here tonight, but we appreciate all that you do. Of course, I imagine without your help, we wouldn't even be able to have this game today, so. Joe's going, holds up, and the bunt's on, and he's out at second base. Heads up play by Randy Craniac to get the lead runner in Joe Scaringi at second. Geez, Joe held up for just a second there. Looked like he was going to go. And if he hadn't stopped, he'd have made it easily to second base. Matt Brady coming in with who has the best gear/style in the league. Well, Matt, I'll answer that one simply. I mean, I think I touched on this earlier in the weekend. I have a soft spot for the white jerseys. I always dig the Cobra whites. The ones that they came out with a couple years ago. But then I'm looking now. Oh, sorry. This one's popped sky high by Vito Scaringi. And over there to make the play is Jeff Bruno. 2 down. So, sorry. The Cobra whites, always great. But then I'm looking at these brand spanking new Fort Erie Cannons jerseys tonight. Once again, sucker for white jerseys. Those look mint. They got the camo lettering on. Thanks for tuning in with us tonight, Matt. So now here's Nick Lampman. He singled in the first inning. That one gets by Fernandez. And Mitch Grieco will scoot up one base. So he's in scoring position now with 2 down. So it's 1-0. Nick Lampman at the dish with a runner in scoring position, 2 down. Craniac sets. And that one drops down. Ball 2. Top of the third inning, still no score. A couple hits. Spencer Edwards singled and stole second base. But the Cannons left him on. Now Mitch Grieco's down at second. And it's 2-0 to Nick Lampman. This one popped into center field. Frank Biggins has plenty of room and he'll make the catch. And that does it for the top of the third inning. Still no score from beautiful Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. Stick with us through the break. Bottom 3 coming up. Alright, welcome back to Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. 0-0 is the score between the Fort Erie Cannons and Niagara Falls Expos. We're in the bottom of the third, and leading things off, number 77, Josh Jackson for the Cannons. Jackson was in the starting lineup last night, but in the warm-up, took an errant bounce off the mouth, and he was bleeding pretty profusely from there, but looks no worse for wear today. He's in the starting lineup. He actually pinch hit last night, too. And he fouls away the first pitch he sees from Baldanelli onto the track behind us here at Oaks Park. Gloomy, gloomy day here today on Sunday. Of course, we were expecting to get 2 games in today, and we had to settle for 1. But we're glad we can bring you this action tonight anyways. Leave your comments or questions in the chat. Trying to have a good time tonight, people. Let's get the conversation going. This one's tapped slowly to Joe Scaringi. It's short. He makes the play. 1 away. Talk to us about all things NDBA. Doesn't matter what it is. Maybe I'll get you guys started. Tell me who you're rooting for tonight. Maybe which players specifically. Of course, you know the boys love shout-outs. Dalton Armstrong says, Expos all the way, baby. He's been cheering Expos all weekend long. Dalton, we're glad to have you on the stream tonight. We're just hanging out, man. We're just having a good time. Kaylee Zalotti also says Expos. So we got an overwhelming crop of Expos fans here tonight in the chat. So Baldanelli sets in there for a strike. And he's up now against John Williams, first-year Cannon. Longtime Fort Erie boy. John and I used to play back in high school. Always speedy. He's always the fastest guy on our teams back in the day. He's down 0-2 here. And Baldanelli looks in, he sets. The 0-2. On the ground, Nick Cook waiting on it there. He goes across the diamond in time. 2 down. Boy, this is the brand of baseball you expect to see tonight. There's not been anything given up easy. Both teams put their best lineups forward tonight, and it shows. So now here's the number 10 batter, Frankie Biggins. He's in center field tonight. Biggins a fan favorite down in Fort Erie. Of course, who isn't on that team? There's a first pitch strike. Ty Hardy says, let's go Fort Erie. Missed the entire season while being across the country, but glad I get to watch it here. Well, thanks for commenting, Ty. We're happy to bring you coverage of the NDBA playoff weekend. Frankie fouls that one off. And we're hoping to bring this to you more regularly next season as well, if this goes well enough. So keep those comments coming, guys. Every single one of us helps us build the future of this game. This is not just a fun weekend. I mean, it is a fun weekend, but it could be so much more. And if you're enjoying yourself, we'll do our best to support the stream this weekend. Biggins pops this one up to the right side. Vito calling off the first baseman. He makes the play, and that's the inning. So the Cannons go down quietly again. Still no hits for them through 3 innings, and we're scoreless as we head to the top of the 4th. Stick with us. We might be giving away a $25 Stevensville Bat Company gift card, so never know when that keyword might drop. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back, fans. Top of the 4th inning, and we're watching the first pitch now to Cody Lindone from Randy Craniac, and it's in there for a strike. Lindone, the catcher today. Flied out to center field his first time up. And he takes that one away. 1-1. Craniac sets and the pitch. That one dropping down low, 2-1. Craniac back out for the 4th here. Of course, if you're just joining us, you can probably see the score banner down there. We're locked into a pitcher's duel. Randy Craniac, Jason Baldinelli. This one pops straight up. Dropping back is Chris Hodges at second. He's got space and makes the play. 1 down. So still nothing doing, just 2 hits in the ball game so far. One off the bat of Nick Lampman, the other off Garrett Fisher. And on the other end, you got Jason Baldanelli tossing a no-hitter through 3. Craniac deals there, ball 1. This is Nick Cook. Craniac drops that one inside. 2-0. And the windup on the ground. That one's going to be foul. Jackson over there to his right.
Good gaming.
So far, great.
Who are they playing? Cannons?
So yeah, this is the Fort Erie Cannons Niagara Falls Expos. Joining me now, Vito Scaringi of the GNBA, correct?
Yes, president.
President of the GNBA. So there we see Nick Cook gets swiped down on strikes, 2 away. So Vito, obviously this weekend, I mean, couldn't be possible without your program. So many good baseball players coming up through the GNBA. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I think we got a great organization, and we just finished our OBAs. We had one team win the OBAs, another team comes second, and a couple of them come to the finals. So we did really well in the OBAs for a small center, and that was our 14U team won double A's.
That one's on the ground. Josh Jackson in time to get Josh Thorpe. So that's the inning. 1, 2, 3. Go the Expos in the 4th. When we come back, we'll talk more with Vito Scaringi, but we'll just take a quick break, okay? Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 4th. We'll just quickly bang out these comments, and then we'll talk with Vito Scaringi here of the GNBA. So Matt Brady asks, who is your NDBA dinner date, Corey, and where would you take him? At this point, I'm thinking I definitely would like to take out Mark Yaroslawski. Tall, handsome man is Mark. Kaylee Zalotti says, can't believe it's still 0-0. I know, this is a great pitching bid duel right now.
Great.
And Matt Brady says, ask Vino Sr. about former Expo Jeff Allen and his impact on the GMBA. Can you touch on that for us, Vito?
Yeah, Jeff Allen's our coach, player development personnel, and he's doing an impact on us, moving us forward in upper levels, and he's a great resource person, great coach, and very good individual, and he's moving us up slowly, and we're going to progress right through the divisions, hopefully get top teams around, and we're going to get that. His coaching and contacts are phenomenal.
How important right now is the development of baseball in Niagara? It seems like, especially with the Blue Jays being a good team like they are, and the Jackfish coming to Welland, baseball's been huge. Just touch on what the GMBA is doing to promote the game.
Well, we just had all our tryouts for our travel teams. We're having our yard teams come out now, and we encourage everybody to come out, encourage all the kids to come out. We had the Blue Jay camp a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, it rained. We had over 100 kids there.
Oh, wow.
And they had to call it after 2 hours, and they were great. And it was all young kids, 12 and under, and they're very interesting. Like I said, as the Jays go, as we go, our registration is almost pre-COVID. I think we're about 600 kids.
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
So we got 10 travel teams and probably 40 house league teams. So it's good.
Great.
It's going good. And the key again is all the volunteers and coaches. You got to have good coaches, and we got a good slew of coaches over the years, and it continues that way. And I give a shout to the city. The city's been very, very helpful also. Look at Oaks Park here, for example. It's one of the better facilities in the province, I think, for kids ball. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. They've really spruced it up here with the Canada Games being here, and just the love and the TLC that they give to this diamond is like no other. I think I was telling the field crew today that no other park could have had us today after the rain that we got this weekend.
It's all new drainage out there. They spent a lot of money on new outfield and field drainage. I think it helps a lot by the looks of it, and glad to get it in, and it's good to have the Expos. A lot of our alumni players that finished junior come up here, and I got two boys up here, as you're aware of, and
Right.
and there's probably the majority of those kids are out there playing in the GMBA, which is a good feeder for them, and they got something to do when they get older.
Oh, absolutely. And for a while too, I think, if you probably remember, well, you absolutely rember this. The Junior Falcons were part of this league.
That was part of Joe when Joe played. Yes, they played in the juniors, and they played the Junior Falcons played for 3 or 4 years there.
Yeah. I think we all remember that fondly, and of course, the NDBA is dearly missing their 8th team. Ever since they bowed out, it's been an uneven amount of teams.
Well, the kids got older, and the majority came here, though.
Absolutely.
So,
and we don't blame
as
the
you can see, the Expos got really well after that team came up.
Oh, absolutely.
So Joe came up, Vito came up, Torpy came out.
Won a championship. This one's poked into left field, and Joe Scringy's there. So 2 down. The runner on base is Spencer Edwards. He's reached twice tonight, hit by a pitch and a walk. So Fernandez popping out to short. And this is Gary Morris.
When I see the grandkids come, I got 2-3 of my grandkids coming up, and I've been on the board for almost 20 years now, and you see your kids and you see your grandkids coming up, and it's just not just me; it's everybody has grandkids and kids coming up, and keeps them out of trouble. They're at the park 4 or 5 times a week. You can't get in trouble that way. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And I think again, we just speak to the nature of baseball right now.
Come on,
in
Joe.
Niagara.
2. Come on, beat.
Joe Scaringi on the ground. Got 1 and 2. Doubles up Zach Fernandez and ends the inning. What a play by the Scaringi brothers there, manning the center of the field. It's almost like they've been doing that for 20 years, eh, Vito?
Yeah, Vito's about Joe's a couple years younger, 3 years younger, and I remember Joe being called up to Vito's team. Quite a few times he played for him, and they knew they were short players.
Yeah.
I remember clearly when they were, I think it was Vito was midget, and they were playing Stratford in the OBA, and Joe was 15.
Yeah.
I think he pitched a 10-inning game and lost 1-0
Oh
in the
my
semifinals.
All right, we'll take a quick break. I'll post that link for you there, gnbafalcons.com. You can learn all about their youth programs, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after it with Vito Scaringi. Hang with us. Hey, welcome back. Top of the 5th inning. Leading things off now is Josh Thorpe, and he swats that one foul. Joined up in the booth now by Vito Scaringi. Vito, thanks again for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, drop all your comments for us in the in any of the comments section, no matter which platform you're on. We're answering all things NDBA related. Thorpe takes the ball away. And we're talking about the GNBA Falcons. That's Greater Niagara Falcons. And yeah, it is just like we were talking about in the break here. It's just a wonderful thing, and I think this is also this weekend here speaks to the future development of programs like yours.
Well, for sure. You know, like our programs go from 4-year-old to 21, I guess, and after 21 you come here, and it's something to look forward, like you say. And the young kids look forward to this.
No, absolutely. And again, I was mentioning in the break, you know, having played baseball in Fort Erie my whole life, and knowing I was nowhere near major league bound, the aspirations was to be a Cannon when you were a kid. We were always down on the field Wednesday nights.
And it's good for the adults to play a little bit, and plus it's exciting for the fans to come and watch a game like this.
We have a decent crowd on hand, actually.
Yeah, it's very nice,
at Oaks Park for this quarterfinal game, and a decent crowd in our live stream tonight too.
Yeah. Sort of seeing one team lose here. There should be no losers here, but I think there are going to be.
Of course, still 0-0. Randy Craniac and Jason Baldinelli locked into a pitcher's duel, where Craniac seems to be dealing here.
Yeah.
And he fouls that one back. He's got Josh Thorpe to deal with, and he's not making it easy on him. Talk to me a little bit about your boys, Vito. They're plugging up the middle of the infield tonight for the Expos.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a number of years now. And matter of fact, we're both pitchers and both catchers and both shortstops when they play right through baseball. And my biggest thrill was watching them when
on the ground.
Vito played for St. Michael's High School, and Joe played for St. Paul in the later years. And I remember Joe pitching to Vito. I think he got him out the last out, and it was a thrill to watch him play.
So having them both be shortstops growing up, was it a challenge for Vito to surrender his spot, or would he graciously make the move over to second?
Vito's a little bit older, so they were in different teams.
Ah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
okay.
they're in different teams.
Yeah.
And so as they grew up, they just come together now when they played with the Expos here. But also, it's funny, they play in two slow pitch teams, right?
Right.
And because the field's a little bit smaller, so Vito plays short and Joe plays second.
Okay.
So they flip it there. And they play almost every night, to be honest with you, by the looks of it.
There's Gary Morez making the play there on Fisher. 2 down.
Yeah, but keep the kids out of trouble. I mean, you know, like not just my kids. They play, they practice, they umpire, and they're in the park. They're in the park 5-6 times a week probably. And I always get a comment, "How come you do this?" And I said, "Volunteer." I said, "You know what? It's if you keep one person out of jail, it's priceless."
Right.
And that's the key. We get a lot of kids slip through the cracks. Okay, the kids that play travel maybe not because they're 5 days a week, but it's house league kids, and you know you got to give them something to do, and you get lifelong things you remember, eh?
Oh, absolutely.
Friendships, how to interact with people. If you're a little bit timid, they bring you in, and you know. I mean, that's you want to pick up the people that are really shy, and you know, and you see that all the time. Come on, blah 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 blah.
I owe a lot of what I am today. I would attribute a lot
sure.
of what I am today to the sports teams that I played on. It's a great wholesome community there. Antoniak takes a strike.
Any sport you play, soccer, football, bat, whatever you play, do it. Just do it. You know, they don't like baseball, play soccer, but whatever, and you see the kids grow up. And again, another thing, when you go around the parks and you see kids that, you know, "Hi, Mr. Scaringi, how are you? Thanks a lot, blah, blah, blah."
And that's the rewarding
And that's
part
the
of it,
reward for me.
absolutely.
But the biggest reward for me when I give the awards out, tournaments, and you see the kids' eyes, light right up. And like my nephew Marcello there, he got a Pro Award and he lit right up there.
So here's Antoniak on the
Oh,
ground, and that
great.
bounce is going to eat up Spencer Edwards at shortstop.
Now, if I was a coach right now, I'd make him bunt.
Play a little small ball here with 2 outs.
Joe's a good bunter. He gets it. Is it 2 out or 1? I thought there was 1 out. Sorry. But still, he's a good bunter. He's down the line. Nobody's going to catch him.
Kaylee's literally commenting, says, "All my kids are doing baseball next season. Sports are great for everyone." Well, Kaylee, I imagine you'll be going for the GN Falcons.
Glad to have you and all your kids. Great. More than happy to have them. And baseball's it's not like hockey where it's a lot more expensive. It is an
affordable sport.
Travel costs a little bit more, but the house league, you know, $200, $220.
Right.
You know,
and equipment too, right? I mean,
yeah, equipment's cheap. I mean, you know,
you get yourself a glove and a pair of cleats,
and there you go. And then the organization gives you a hat and a sweater and pants. I mean, you know, so it's a fun, enjoyable thing for everybody. Parents come out, family come out, and Joe and all good.
Yeah, that one's popped up by Joe Scaringi to the left side. Under it, Spencer Edwards. A little chance of redemption there. So the top of the 5th comes to an end. We're still hanging out with Vito Scaringi through the break. Bottom 5 coming up.
Momentum is very important.
Hey, welcome back. We're talking playoff format right now with Vito Scaringi, and we're making some good points here.
We're trying to rewrite the book.
Of course, the playoff format has been under scrutiny this weekend. A lot of teams not enjoying playing so many games condensed into such a short amount of time. And I think we were going to expect that from playoff weekend, but I don't think to such a degree that we're seeing it right now. Teams like the Cannons have played 13 games in the last 9 days, and that's grueling for any team.
Oh, for sure. Pitching especially. Those arms ain't young like they used to be.
So our kid leading things off in the bottom of the 5th with Gary Morez.
Fair ball.
And he's going to shoot a ball down the third base line. And that's a base hit.
It's a good hit.
Morez, the power hitter. He's not going to turn that one into a double.
No, I don't think he would have made it.
So now here comes Jeff Bruno. Fort Erie Cannons. So yeah, I think the playoff format this year was just a little too top heavy to your point.
It's got to be a balance somewhere, and I'm sure they'll figure it out.
And I think when we're looking at this this format at the start of the season, because this was approved by all 7 teams.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I think when we were looking at it on paper, it sounded like a great idea, but then OBAs came up and went, and I think teams went, oh, not necessarily on deeper runs than they thought, as Bruno shoots a ball to the gap, and that's another single. So the Cannons have something brewing here in the bottom of the 5th.
Need a note here.
Just quickly 2 on with nobody out. Got some more comments rolling in.
Wow, they're coming in good.
Jennifer Lefreniere says, come on, Jeff. And yeah, words of encouragement heard. He swats the ball into left center. Matt Brady says, Gary is a hit machine. That he is. He's having a great weekend. So we watch skipper Wayne LeBlanc come out onto the field here to talk to his pitcher. That single by Gary Morez, the first of the night against Baldanelli.
Wow.
And now he's in trouble here in the bottom of the 5th.
Nice pitch. Well, they both pitch well.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting game.
Been locked into a pitcher's duel all night. We thank you for joining us. Drop your comments or questions into the chat. I'll ask you guys a question right now. Who is your pick to win the NDBA finals? Vito, can you keep your bias out of it to make a legitimate pick, or?
I like the first place team, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the Rose City Thorns.
Rose City Thorns,
always dangerous.
They had a good year, and I know the Expos had a hard time getting players and working commitments and everything else, and I think it's the strongest team they've had all season, to be honest with you, the games I've seen.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. My dark horse pick is the Meriton Alliance.
Yeah, they come up from nowhere. You're right.
Yeah. I think they have all the pieces necessary. But I have to agree with your pick. Thorns always dangerous. Definitely in good shape to repeat. So this is Pat Giampaolo, takes a strike.
Big out here, or big hit, whatever.
Giampaolo, one of the hottest players in the NDBA down the stretch. And he stands in here, chance to make a difference.
Oh, come on, Vito.
Over the glove. Vito handles, gets the out at second, fires, and not in time at first.
Oh, excellent play, eh?
But he does get one out at second. Ty Hardy comments, he says, Randy Craniac and the Fort Erie Cannons taking it. That's a bold take, Ty. Of course, the rain out today helps the Cannons. They're very banged up over there right now.
Yeah, they wouldn't have to play 2 games, didn't they?
Yeah, and having to play 2 games on Sunday might have just cooked them, but they get the benefit of playing here on Friday night and then getting a little rest ahead of if they make it
to the next round.
Match up with the Meriton Alliance. That's right. Nothing solved here. Still 0-0 the score. And now standing in is Eddie Kenny. He shoots one foul. Got runners on the corners. So on third there, you see Gary Moraes. First is Pat Giampaolo. So not an awful lot of speed on the bases right now for the Cannons, but they may not need it here. Good bat, Eddie Kenny at the dish.
Or a double play, right?
Double play is intact. That one swatted to the gap in right center. Base hit.
Good hit.
Gary Moraes is going to come across the plate for the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Cannons here in the bottom of the 5th.
Good hit.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that one. Definitely for for Eddie Kenny there.
I think the Expos are a little leaning in the pitching department also, too, I think.
Oh, yeah,
That's
absolutely tonight. And even just checking their reserves tonight, there's not a lot of guys out there that could go if they get in a jam.
Well, there's a couple of guys that can pitch, but then you move them, you got no players in the infield there.
Oh, absolutely. And the rumor mill said that Anthony Baldinelli was going to be with them tonight, but I don't see him on the lineup card. So
No, I didn't see him in the dugout either. No, sorry.
Jennifer Lafreniere says, "Yay, Cannons! They're on the board. It's 1-0. Finally, something gives." And now, Kenny makes way for Josh Jackson, third baseman. Grounded out to the shortstop in the 3rd inning.
Here we go.
Baldanelli still dealing. And this one on the
Two,
ground,
two.
over his glove. Vito touches 2 for 1. On to first. Double play.
Double play to end the inning.
Good job.
So Vito Scaringi comes in clutch. He makes the play. 4-3 to end the bottom of the 5th. The Cannons get 1 on the board. And that's where we stand through 5. Top 6 coming up. Stick with us through the break.
Oh, it's going good. Going quick, isn't it?
So quick. Hey, welcome back. Miss Strike One there. Leading things off is Mitch Grieco, the number 10 batter. Thank you for sticking with us tonight. If you're still tuned in, now's the time. It's your chance to win a $25 gift card to the Stevensville Bat Company. Just enter BAT1 into the comments right now for your chance to win. We'll be drawing that at the end of the 6th inning. So you have from now until the end of the 6th to enter BAT1 into the comments. I'm joined now by Marcello. Marcello, thank you for joining us on the show. Marcello is a young baseball player from the GN Falcons. Marcello, how did you get into baseball?
Well, I played soccer. I didn't really like the format that I was playing in when I was little, so we just tried out a new sport, and we tried out baseball in the summer, so that's really how I got into baseball.
Okay, what do you like about baseball, Marcello?
I like fielding a lot.
Oh yeah, and what position do you play?
I like to play first and second.
Right on. And how long have you been doing that now?
3 years, I'd say.
Do the GN Falcons do anything for you guys in the summertime? What are the kind of cool things that you guys do in the summer?
Well, for 2 years in a row, I've been playing. We went to a Welland Jackfish game. That's what we have been doing 2 years in a row.
Blue Jay camp?
And also, yeah, I also went to a Blue Jay camp as well.
Yeah, and how was the Blue Jays camp?
It was good. It got rained out though.
Oh no, okay.
We still got a full refund on a hat and a shirt. So we got a hat and a shirt for free. So
Grieco grounds out. There's one down in the inning right now, and standing in here is Vito Scaringi. You guys both know Vito?
Yeah.
So you're trying for travel team this year, Marcello?
Yeah. For baseball,
First time?
I'm just gonna have like one tryout because I'm gonna do hockey. I'm gonna have like a lot of hockey tryouts. I wanted to do hockey tryouts more than baseball tryouts.
Oh, that's not true.
Well,
this one popped straight up by Vito there. Oh, and mishandled by Craniac. That one's gonna be called foul.
Foul!
That is not foul.
That's a fair ball! Why is it fucking fair?
He touched it, so I think that should be fair.
Vito fired up on that one. I got to agree with him there. I'm pretty sure Cranick was in fair territory when he made contact with that
Yeah.
one. Oh, well.
But called foul. That one's going to be taken back.
Okay, Marcello, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Marcello.
Talk to you later.
Talking GN Falcons.
That was fair.
And on the field, Vito Scaringi may have just been robbed of a
Double. He was going to second.
Yeah, he was on his way to second there for sure.
So it's the NDBA.
And NDBA senior playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you're still with us, still have a chance to win a $25 gift card to the Stevensville Bat Company. You just got to comment BAT1. Now until the end of the 6th inning, you have a chance to win.
Good shot.
That one's chopped foul by Vito. Putting good wood on the ball.
Yeah, he's broke 2 bats this weekend, I think.
And he's 0 for 2 tonight.
He's due.
Popped up to third, flied out to right field in the 3rd inning. That one cuts inside. Still Randy Craniac on the hill for the Cannons. Dealing through the top of the 6th inning. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, Vito Scaringi, strike 3.
I think they're in trouble.
First K of the night for Randy Craniac. And that'll turn things over now to Nick Lampman, 1 for 2. Single in the 1st. Flied out to center in the 3rd. And he gets a crack at it now with 2 down in the 6th.
Still a great game here, 1-0. You can't beat it.
Absolutely.
Excitement.
This has been a great game so far.
Both teams.
Nothing less from our quarterfinal game here.
No, it's a tremendous game.
And we got an excellent pace so far. Just
Oh.
just under an hour and 10 minutes so far. So Craniac deals. That one's popped up. John Williams is under it,
Ooh.
and he makes the play. Makes it look a little awkward, but he's there. We go to break. Before we do, Freddie Zaloti Lamp got a hot bat. And he does. He puts good wood on it there, but he comes up short. So it's still 1-0 Cannons. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be right back after. So back up for the bottom of the 6th inning here. 1-0 Cannons. And if you're just joining us, now is your chance to win the $25 Stevensville Bat Company gift card. You just got to comment BAT1 into the comments right now till the end of the bottom of the 6th inning for your chance to win. We'll announce the winner in the 7th. So keep it coming. BAT1. That's your code word once again. And we're leading things off here in the bottom of the 6th with John Williams. Williams in his first season with the Cannons. Longtime Fort Erie boy. And he grounded out to third base his first time up. This one on the ground, again down the third base line, but foul. There's a shot into left field, the base hit. Mishandled over there by Mitch Grieco, and Williams doesn't realize. Tries to make a bid for second base, but he can't make it. Safely back into first base. So Williams kicks things off with a single. And the Cannons have one aboard now for Frankie Biggins. Lucas Cummings says, I need a new bat. Well, Lucas, hopefully you're in the running. I mean, you are in the running now, and hopefully you win that one. We'll be drawing in the 7th, so stick with us for that. And again, if you comment BAT1 right now on whatever social platform you're on, you'll have a chance to win a $25 gift card for Stevensville Bat Company, proud sponsor of the NDBA 22 playoffs. Biggins squares up a bunt there, but fouls it back. I mean, thank you for joining us tonight. It's turned into an actually pretty fair weather night here at Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. After a lot of rain this afternoon, postponed one of our games. We're in the bottom of the 6th here with the Cannons 1, Expos 0, Baldinelli to Frankie Biggins. And going down to second is Don Williams. And he got him! Cody Lindone with the big arm. Guns down John Williams. And there's one away. Erasing that leadoff single. So it's a clean slate for Frankie Biggins. He's got 2 strikes on him. And a big swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Bob Etier in the comments. Great job as usual, Corey. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate your kind words as always. And then Lucas Cummings back in the chat. It did already. Let's go Cannons. Yeah, you are in the running. And then a couple face palms there. I imagine that's in relation to the John Williams stolen base. So now it's the top of the order. Chris Hodges. Hodges 0 for 2 tonight. And he pokes that one into left field. Then a base hit. Boy, Chris Hodges coming up in a big spot there with 2 down. You definitely want to pad this lead. But I imagine, and you know what, if I'm skipper for the Cannons right now, I'm looking at Josh Kadarian on that bench, and I'm wondering, Dwayne the Broncos out. Shakes Jason Baldanelli's hand. His night is over. And we'll turn things over to a new pitcher when we're back after the break. You still have time. Comment BAT1 in the comments for your chance to win a $25 Stevensville Bat Company gift card. We'll be right back after the Expos pitching change. Hey, welcome back, everyone. New pitcher for the Expos is number 1, Dallas Smith. Pitched a little bit yesterday, and he'll get Spencer Edwards here as his first batter. Edwards poking it deep to right field, but Antoniak on it. And that's it. Dallas Smith needs 1 pitch to get out of the bottom of the 6th inning. That was your last chance, fans, to enter in our $25 Stevensville Bat Company sweepstakes. Join us through the break. We will be drawing for that gift card as well. But top 7 coming up. Last chance for the Expos here. Season on the line. Join us after the break. Here we go, fans. Welcome back. Top of the 7th inning. This is what you all came out for. Randy Craniac back on the hill. Spinning a gem so far. And we've just given away our $25 Stevensville Bat Company gift card to Jeff Young. Congratulations, Jeff. Hopefully I'll see you in the semifinal game when Meriton takes on the winner of this one. Once again, congratulations, Jeff Young just won our $25 Stevensville Bat Co. gift card. Matt Brady also in the comments says, Corey, my kids are loving the commercial break graphic. Matt, is that because you're in it? And also, I'm ashamed to say that I was posting it earlier here today, and one of the kids that was up in the booth noticed the spelling mistake in it. I don't know if any of you guys have. I went all weekend with a typo in that little graphic. So you're not seeing that wrong. That is 1-0 Cannons over the Expos in the top of the 7th. Randy Craniac spinning a gem. Jason Baldinelli 5 2/3, 1 run. And Craniac not getting the call on Cody Lindone there. This is Cody Lindone up to bat now. Takes another ball. Lindone flied out to center and popped out to second. 0 for 2. That one's inside, full count. Ty Hardy in the comments. Brady looking great in the intermission graphic. When is the semifinals? Honestly, Matt Brady probably has a better chance of answering that question for you than I do. We're still in the dark. Of course, the semifinal was supposed to take place in the 7 o'clock slot today. This one on the ground from Lindone. Edwards has to bend down, and he fires in time to get Lindone 1 down. So there's 1 away, and this is Nick Cook. If you want anyone to be in this spot on the Expos roster, you're looking at Cook. He's got 3 extra base hits this weekend. Yeah, see, there you have it. Ty Hardy, Matt Brady says, TBA. Yeah, I think everything happened too fast today. But once we nail down a park and a day, hopefully we'll be able to bring you that one live from whatever park that takes place from as well. That'd be a treat. Big swing and a miss there from Cook. Of course, the live stream will depend on whether I work. My work schedule is sporadic, but I took this whole weekend off so I could join you here. And there's a solid pitch, strike 2. Matt Brady says Cookie's looking for a daddy hack. That could be a premonition. And it would be exactly what the Expos need here in the top of the 7th, 1 down. And another huge cut, strike 3. That one gets away from Fernandez. But he's got all day to fire down to Mores. 2 away. So the Expos down to their final out. And it's T.C. Murray at the dish. Boy, and more to your point, Matt Brady, if anyone's looking for a daddy hack here, T.C. Murray's already done it this weekend. A 3-run shot against the Thorold Anchors. Sorry, no, against the Welland Senior Baseball Club. I heard he says, come on, Cannons. These are the final moments. This is what you tune in for, fans. We got our biggest viewership of the weekend right now. Everyone's tuning in to see how this one wraps up. It's 2 down in the inning for T.C. Murray. The 1-0 is away, 2-0. Some anxious moments here. But you know the Cannons would love to punch their ticket to the semifinals right now. There's a little nubber. Spencer Edwards to his left. He fires. That's in time! The Fort Erie Cannons are semifinal bound. It's a 1-0 win over the Niagara Falls Expos. Randy Craniac, 7 innings, just 2 hits for the win. 3 hits, sorry, for the win. What a gem he pitched in this one tonight. Well, once again, we thank you for joining the NDBA Playoff Baseball stream. The NDBA 2022 Playoff Championship live stream is presented by the Welland Jackfish. Get hooked with Niagara Summer's team by visiting wellandjackfish.com. Learn about their 2023 season tickets. Welland Jackfish, fans first, fun always. And we appreciate them for making this weekend possible. So there's your final from Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. 1-0 Cannons. Semifinal is TBD, but we thank you for joining us tonight. Have a good one, everyone.